y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's all about Niyia. I am Niyia. Hello. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all of my social media in the description down below. If you like me, like this video, like my channel, please share my videos and my channel with your friends and your family. Because if you love me, they love me. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, y'all, so today what we are doing is this finna be a real chill video. I'm finna take down my braids, and I just thought, well, while I'm taking down my braids, I might as well just do a little girls talk video with y'all or whatever, because I don't have nothing better to do. Y'all know when I ain't got nothing to do and I'm finna do something I could possibly use for a video, I'm gonna pick up this camera, pick up my phone, pick up this tripod and film a video. But I'm gonna take these down because I'm gonna do my hair again next week. I'm gonna do goddess locks in my hair again, but I'm gonna do them 36 inches this time, and I'm gonna use a different method. So if y'all wanted me to film that, let me know, because I'm gonna use a different method that should be better this time, so my locks should last a lot longer. So y'all let me know if y'all want that video, but we're finna get into me taking down my hair. I look super hit right now. It's kind of late. It's like 11 or 12 at night. But yeah, I decided I'm gonna take my hair down. My boyfriend's taking me out to dinner tonight. What's the coincidence is, well, we're going on a date. I don't really know where we're going or what we're doing. But what the coincidence is I asked him, I was like, babe, I want to go on a date this weekend. We should do something or whatever. And coincidentally, I didn't know this Saturday was National Girlfriend's Day. So that's a coincidence. So, yeah, we're doing something tonight. Don't know what we're doing exactly. I just told him, like, babe, I want to go on a date. Let's go on a date. Da, da, da. So, yeah. But besides that, how y'all been? Y'all let me know how y'all been. I've been good. I've been cool or whatever. Been chilling like a villain. Y'all still quarantining? I ask y'all this like every time I do a sit down video, but is y'all still quarantining? Is y'all, or are y'all out here living it up, living y'all best life in this nice old 2020 or whatever? I'm trying to live my best life as safely as I can, or as me and my boyfriend can. But in this video today, what am I gonna talk to y'all about? My main thing with me and my boyfriend's relationship and what I learned about myself coming out of a bad last relationship. It wasn't horrible. It was just like the ending was bad. I thought I lost my virginity and cheating and all that. Y'all know the story. If you don't know the story, check out this video right here. I'm gonna put it right up here. But I learned that communication is the best, to an extent of communication is good, but it's only good if you communicate the right way. I learned that it's good to set your boundaries, put your foot down at the start of a relationship to let your significant other or the person that you're thinking about getting into a relationship with, letting them know what you will and will not tolerate in the relationship. Respect is a huge thing. Respect is such a big thing when it comes to relationship, because you can have the communication, you can have the trust and all that, but some relationships, if the respect isn't there, the relationship won't work. Because when it comes to not having respect, not having respect can cause bad communication, because you can say some things that are very disrespectful to your significant other. It can cause infidelity. It can cause cheating and all that sorts of stuff, because you don't have no respect for that person. So you'll do things thinking it's nothing wrong with it, but in reality it is because it's disrespectful to your significant other in your relationship. Me and my boyfriend, we have learned to talk about our problems head on. We don't let our issues linger anymore. Because before, we would have issues with, oh, excuse me. Before, we would have issues with just letting things fly by, like not talk about the issue at hand or right when it happens or whatever. How many more I got? So, don't let your issues, whatever you and your boyfriend or you and your girlfriend or whatever get into, don't let that issue linger on. Don't let, because it can cause the issue to keep happening. It can cause you to hold grudges. It can cause you to dislike your partner. But it's their fault for doing it in the first place. If it's extremely wrong, like if it's something that they should absolutely know that is not okay, and then it's your fault for not letting them know that you have a problem with it. So it's like they continue to do it. Everything can be avoided with communication. I'm not gonna say everything, but a lot, because at the end of the day, a person can make their own decisions no matter how much you tell them you dislike something or how much you just express to them your feelings on something. And then somebody will still choose to do what they want to do, but it's better to try and talk about things than to just let them happen. But you can attempt to prevent a lot of things with communication. A lot of things can be solved before it even happens. A lot of things can be solved after it happens. Communication is really, really important to me. Especially if you looking to spend the rest of your life with someone. I feel like, in my mind, like, okay, so my boyfriend, we have a good relationship. We have a good communication set now and everything. But before, when we didn't, like, even when we knew we had things that we needed to work on. We knew we had situations that we still needed to go through before we go to the next level. He literally told me and tells me that he literally would propose to me like now. Like he knows that he wants to be with me, and that's enough for him to want to propose. Now I know I want to be with him, but my end is that I want to, and for me, I need to go through the trial and error and the situations that actual married couples go through. I want to experience things that married couples go through before we get married, before we get engaged or whatever. So we know for a fact that we can handle those situations if they were to come around again once we're married. I want to as much as we can, experience and go through everything that a married couple goes through, so we know that we're strong enough to handle the things that married couples go through, the things that people that have been together 20 years go through. And we know what we want, because like I say, we've had our toxic and our bad relationships before we got together, and we knew what we wanted, we knew what we deserved. And then we've seen our families have their issues in their relationships, and we know that's not what we want. So we are wise enough to understand the things that could happen and the things that we can attempt to prevent. But I'm more of an experienced type of person. I have to experience things to know that I can handle it. But I know with God, I know not everybody follows the same religion or whatever, and not everybody believes in the same thing. But I know with God, I can get through anything, because He puts His strongest soldiers through the toughest battles. So I know throughout anything, me and him will get through it because we have God within our relationship. But it's just, I'm just an experienced type of person. I really am. I have to experience things. I genuinely do. And like before me and my boyfriend got together, people had so much to say because his ex, not like because of his ex and stuff, whatever. Because they had a whole on again, off again relationship for like a year or so, whatever. And people had so much to say about him, saying, "Oh, you know, he's still dealing with her." Da, da, da. People was with a whole bunch of he say, she say stuff. But I'm the type of person, I believe it when I see it. I believe it when I see it. I'm not finna let nobody tell me anything about the person that I want to be with. When you're not going to change my perception of them. Only they can change my perception of them. Only they can do that. So when I see them actually doing something, when I see him actually doing something, that's when my perception or my mind of judgment will change. That's another thing. People, y'all, I'm like y'all, but like people, y'all know what I mean. Like people, those of y'all that are in relationships that do this, don't let outside people influence your decisions within your relationship. That's your relationship for a reason. You're not in a relationship with him and everybody else that's around him. Don't let outside people influence your relationship. Don't let your friends influence your relationship either. Because at the end of the day, they have your best interest, but they don't have his. They don't know him like they so-called know you. So they'll tell you to kick rock. They'll tell you to tell him to kick rocks and leave him or whatever. But they don't know the depth of, he might not know certain things. He might not understand certain things. He might not have learned how to love you or understand you yet if you're still in the beginning stages. So if he do one little slip up and you go run to your homegirls and tell them something, they go tell you to leave him immediately. Don't let outside people influence your relationship. Don't let outside people influence anything in your life, honestly. Whatever your gut feeling tells you, believe yourself. Don't believe nobody else. Believe yourself. Whatever your gut feeling tells you and whatever your eyes see, that's what you should believe in. Believe it when you see it, and believe it when women's intuition is a lot. Is everything. So when you have the intuition and you start assuming and speculating things, if you're strong enough, don't say nothing about it yet. Wait it out and see if something comes up, because what's done in the dark comes to the light. Don't say nothing yet, because at the end of the day, somebody's true colors will come out. But it's something, if you are not mentally strong enough to wait it out, then say something. And we all know that most of the time dudes lie, even when they know you already know. Even when they know you already know what's going on, they still gonna lie. And every dude has something that they do when they're lying. And learn that about your partner. Females too, because listen, now one thing about it, people and women love to bash men, but I'm sorry, women ain't sugar honey iced tea either. Because baby, women can be just as grimy as guys can, as men can. Seriously. Women ain't sugar honey iced tea either. For real. So, my dudes out there, dudes don't really pick up on things as quick as women do. Like dudes most of the time, they'll know or they'll figure, like they'll mentally figure it out, but they'll just brush it off. Cause they be some dudes don't show emotion, but deep down they have a lot of emotion, so they be in the now, and they be like, dang, nah, she wouldn't do that, so they'll brush it off until they have some proof. They'll brush it off. I know for a fact, like most dudes is like that. Like they'll know, but they'll be so in denial about it, cause deep down they have a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings, and they have a lot of love and trust for their partner that will make them think that a female wouldn't do nothing like that. But women can be just as grimy as men, honestly, and sometimes even more grimy. It's crazy because women are and can be a lot smarter than men. So when it comes to women cheating, women can get away with it a lot easier than men can. Honestly, because women they just be so smart, but it didn't be dudes that the only reason they get away with it is because they have an in denial, naive, and gullible woman that will believe anything come in and say. That's the only way a man can get away with some of this crazy stuff they do, is because the woman ain't mentally strong enough to know that that person can actually be doing or do what they doing. Y'all, I'm rambling. I'm just rambling. I hope I'm making sense though. I feel like I'm making sense. I don't know. And then women that think having a baby will keep men. I don't know if it's a lot of women out here that still think that. I feel like that it is. But I'm sorry. A child can keep a man not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Because some men, as soon as y'all separate, they'll forget that they even got a baby that exists with you. And that junk is crazy. That's crazy. Now we got some men out here that it's like I feel like it's rare, but it's some men out here that end up being the primary caregiver of a child and the woman end up being a deadbeat. I feel like that's rare, but it's some real good men out here that will actually willingly and happily take care of their kids. But I feel like it's rare. But like, I'm sorry, a baby will not keep no man. I'm sorry, not even a little bit. Like, And then another thing that I really despise is women. Just because the man don't want to be with you, now you keeping the kid. And this be what men that actually want to take care of their kids. The man don't want to be with you. He just want a peaceful, go y'all separate ways, but he still want to take care of his kids. And the simple fact that he want to take care of his kids, you want to keep the child away from him because he don't want to be with you. That be the sad part. It's a lot of cases where the man want to take care of his child, but the woman is being evil and don't want to let the man take care of his child just because he don't want to be with you. It's a lot of young black girls and young black boys that don't have a father simply because the father don't want to be there. So when you have a baby father or a man that wants to be in their child life, let them. Why is you punishing a child because of y'all differences? I never understand that. Bringing a child into an adult situation. That blows my mind. I do not understand that. Like, I don't understand what be wrong with people. Like, seriously. Like, you dead. Like, why? What do the children have to do with it? I don't understand that. That's so disgusting and sad. Like, seriously. I'm gonna take now a little more of my hair, and I'm gonna come back to y'all when I get a little further, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all some more. So see y'all in the next clip. All right, y'all. So it's about like 20 minutes later. I'm halfway done. Y'all, I take my hair out pretty quick, but we finna continue talking about some things. Y'all, how y'all feel about when it comes to family? Like, people be like, family can be real grimy, and people be like, at the end of the day, that's still your family. At the end of the day, that's still your cousin, that's still your mama, that's still your dad, that's still your sister, that's still your brother. I understand that you only get one mother, you only get one father, but sometimes your family can be more toxic. They can cause you the most hurt, the most harm, the most emotional, mental, physical abuse. And people swear that just because that's your family, you're supposed to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it at all. I feel like that's not fair. Like, at the end of the day, we all still human. So whether we didn't choose to be here, we did not choose our parents, we didn't choose any of that. But I feel like some people get a real messed up family, and just because that's your family, you're supposed to give them the benefit of the doubt, and that's not okay. Because people can really, really hurt you, and at the end of the day, people are people. Everyone is human, and with certain circumstances, everybody should get treated the same when it comes to between family and strangers, family and friends. Like seriously, it's sad to say that your family will do you more dirty sometimes than a stranger on the street will, and it's really, really sad to say. I don't know how I just don't know how to take that people think it's okay, or like, y'all, this is what blows my mind. People, families will cover up for people for whatever reason. And when I say people, I mean people like the evil people. People that do things to children to harm them. People that do things to people in general, like just like those type of people, just those evil people, those evil spirited people. Your family will dead protect them and know that they're doing what they're doing and won't say or do anything about it. Like, people will dead cover it up. Like, I seen on this TikTok, I posted on my story yesterday. Like I said, y'all getting this video Saturday, so I posted on my story yesterday. This girl on TikTok, she had said something like, why is it that us girls, us black girls, because men, people, everyone, a lot of people in the society sexualize black girls. So the comment was like, why is it that I have to cover myself up or wear more clothing because there are men in the house? And she was like, and the comment was like, if I have to do that, then that man or that person shouldn't be in the house in the first place, which is absolutely true. Like, why is the girl being punished for a grown man's or a boy's or whoever it is actions? Like, we're not in the wrong because others sexualize us. We're not in the wrong because that person is touching and doing whatever they're not supposed to do to girls, men, women, people, whatever. It's wrong to punish us for others' wrongdoings. And I absolutely agree with that. Like, that's not okay that us young girls have to be punished because everyone else, society sexualizes us, and people are out here touching and doing things that they're not supposed to do to us young girls, us young boys, us young children, even women. Like, why is it that we have to change or do things different of ourselves to make others comfortable? Like, seriously, like, if I have to cover myself up or wear baggy clothing, wear the large shirts, the real loose pants so you can't see my shape around someone, that person shouldn't be around me, shouldn't be around us. Like, seriously, like, that's not okay. That's not okay. Like, I don't understand how people cover that. Sometimes, like, families will be so naive. Like, I seen this story on Twitter. Like, this girl, like, her grandmother's husband, I guess, touched her or whatever when she was younger, and her grandmother and I think her mama knew about it. And the girl, she confronted her grandmother, like, after years or whatever, after years of it happening, she confronted her grandmother in a room full of people, and the grandmother still, like, sat there and denied it, although knowing that everybody knew what was going on. But nobody protected that girl. Nobody defended her. Like, that junk be so crazy. That's why, that's why people are saying, protect your black women, protect your black girls. Like, seriously. And it's not even just the black women and the black girls, because young boys and men, teenagers or whatever, are and can be molested and touched as well. It's like, people just, I don't understand. Like, some families just make it seem like it's okay, and it's not. Like, that literally, that disgusts me. Like, I can't. The last thing I want to talk about, so if y'all follow the Shade Room on Instagram, y'all, they posted something, this dude tweeted something saying, this is the correct order or something like that. Wife, children, parents, everyone else. Why is this so hard to understand? Basically, I guess the priorities of the people in your life, whatever, when you're married. So I reposted it on my story, and I said I'm gonna put in a screenshot of the post and my repost. But I reposted it on my story, and I said I 100% agree with this this list. I would just add God as my number one, and then everything else will follow. And then the children are me and my husband's 100% priority or whatever. And y'all see the exact words that I said and the exact words that the post said when I insert the things. But I said that to say I 100% agree with that list. I would have God, husband, children, parents, everyone else. Now, this is to each his own. Everybody has their own reasons for their own list. Some people put their children first. Some people put their parents first. Whatever, for whatever reason. Everybody has their own list. To each his own. It's however your life operates or whatever. But that would be my order. God, husband, children, parents, everyone else. Because God, of course, you got to have God number one in your life over everyone. Because you need God in your life. You need God in your relationship. All those good things. I would have my husband as my second, because that's who you are with. That's who is the base, the foundation of your family, basically. Now, the reason I say children would come after husband is because children don't necessarily, in my mind, children don't necessarily come after the husband. Children and the husband are equal, because the children will be me and my husband's 100% priority. Meaning, if anything were to happen between me and him, we would put the children first. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, my husband come first, because that's the first person that I would make all my decisions with, my priorities, anything that would go on within us. That's the person that's who I would speak to. That's who my priorities would be adjusted with. And the children will be one of our main priorities. So the children are in a sense. The children, in a sense, come first and are equal with my husband. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, anything happen between me and my husband, the children is gonna be our first thought is gonna, well, how is this gonna affect the kids? How are we going to not cause this to have any problems between us and the kids, whatever, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, if me and my husband can't come to an agreement, my children will be first. My children will be what I prioritize first before him if me and him can't come to an agreement. It wasn't like some people, I was reading comments, some people was like, oh no, why the children coming first? Why the husband coming first? Your children should be first, whatever, But the way I was thinking about it, the way I just explained, the way I was thinking about it, the children still technically, in a sense, come first. Anyways, we'll come second to God, but come first, anyways, in a sense. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that post. I thought that post was really interesting. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about, like, what would be y'all list? Like, what would be y'all order? What would be y'all list of your priorities of the people in your life after marriage? Like, y'all let me know in the comments down below or whatever. But like I said, I'm going to insert what the post actually said, and I'm going to insert what my response said. And I didn't really explain what I was saying when I reposted it on my story. But I'm explaining it now, and that's what I mean. Like, at the end of the day, my children going to always be first. But in a sense, my husband is the person I have to go to make agreements to put our children first. But I'm finna finish this up, and I'm coming to y'all, and I'm gonna come to y'all in a minute, and I'm close out this video. Alright, y'all, I know I look crazy. I know, but it's okay, because we finna get our hair done. We'll do our hair this upcoming week. Like I said, y'all let me know if y'all want to see me doing my guided talks again, because I'm doing a different method and I'm doing them a lot longer. So y'all let me know if y'all want that video in the comments down below. DM me on Instagram, whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below your opinions on the subjects that I mentioned in this video. I really love you guys. Please make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media. It is in the description. I think I just said that. Whatever. But like I say, make sure y'all follow me and like this video and subscribe as always. Turn on your post notifications. Do not forget you have to hit that bell so you know anytime that I upload. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video.